Central Florida. Hey, this is Harry Bing here, your radio realtor with your home sold guaranteed realtor. Hey, I want to spend some time right now to give you the West Orlando market report on what's happening in West Orlando. Now, when I say West Orlando, I'm talking about Pine Hills and Ocoee and Hiwassee and that area. Eventually, I'll be doing one for the Washington Shores, Richmond Heights area, and eventually I'll be adding one for Poplar also. So if you stay in any of those particular areas and you want to know what's going on in your marketplace, then just text your address to 407-654-2626. That's just text your address to 407-654-2626, and I'll be glad to send you over the information so you can be kept up to date there. You know, one of the first things that I want to talk about is zip code 32808, which is Pine Hills base, is what we call it. That's the major part of Pine Hills. Well, when you look at that, the highest price in there was $475, and the lowest price in there was $79,000. Okay, and the $79,000 was on a small condominium. Okay, now the highest price, a lot of people don't know this, but Pine Hills has some hidden jewels in there. 6-bedroom, 7-bedroom, couple of mansions hidden here and there in those hills. So that's what's going on in Pine Hills. The average days on the market, about 2 weeks before it goes under contract. So things are moving quite well in the hills. Now, this 32808 is that's part of Forest City and Clarkona Coy Road is part of 32810. And the lowest price in there was $48,900, and the highest price in that area was $420,000. So we got a good range in there. One of the things you want to pay attention to is the average price per square foot. So you might want to write that number down, and that number is 163. 163 is the average price per square foot, because you can take your house and multiply it by that and just get you a good ballpark estimate just based right off of what that average price is right there. So that's a good help to you right there. Now, the next thing that you can do and take a look at is wanting to see not only the price per square foot, but the sale price to list price ratio. In other words, is there a big difference between what the homes are listing for and what they're selling for? And they're running quite close, right at about 99. So that's right in line right now. So now we're going to go to what we call Upper Pine Hills. That's the Hiwassee area. So anywhere from the 32818 zip code starts at Powers and goes all the way up to Ocoee. Where in that range, the highest price has been $735, and the lowest price was $80,000. And that was on a townhome, a small townhome for that 80,000 number. Okay. So again, you want to take a look at what that price per square foot was, the average price per square foot. If you stay in Upper Pine Hills 32818, that the average price per square foot in there was $167.49. $167.49. And again, the sale price to list price ratio was 99, which means that when a house is properly priced, it's selling right at market. But you can always see some people who decide to think that their house is a little bit worth more. And those are the ones that you see days to come on the right here, 72. That's because that house was initially overpriced, and eventually they brought that price down to get it in line with what the market is saying they're willing to pay. And the final zip code that we have in that area is 34761, which is Ocoee. Now in Ocoee, I want you to notice that the price per square foot jumps up tremendously. The average price is 182.09. 182.09. And the lowest price in Ocoee is 150, and that was for a small 2-bedroom, 1 bath wooden shack. Okay. And the highest price was 679. So you want to remember what that square footage was if you're in the Ocoee area, 182 a square foot. So if you take your house and multiply it by that, that'll give you a ballpark estimate of where you'd be based on what type of upgrades you've done. If you purchased a house 20 years ago and you haven't done any upgrades, that number is going to drop. If you've done upgrades and you say you put in pavers or you redid the kitchen and the bathrooms and you got granite countertops and you kind of updated the house a little bit, then that number can go up a little bit. Okay. So those are the 4 main zip codes: 32808, 32810, 32818, and 34761. So now this is my first offer to you right here. If you want to know the details of active, pending, and sold in your immediate neighborhood, then you just need to text your address to 407 671 407 654 2626 654 2626, and that'll give you that information and you'll be able to see that right away. Okay. So now the next thing that you need to do is you need to text your address to that number if you want to know what's going on in your street. Say you stay in Country Run, or you stay in Robinson Hills, or you stay off of Hastings, and you want to know what's going on in your neighborhood. Just text your address to that number, and then we'll generate a detailed market report for your neighborhood, and we'll text that information, a link with that information right back over to you. No phone call. Don't have to talk to anybody. We're just glad to provide that information to you as a service to West Orlando. Because one thing we know for sure, when we can help your house to sell at a better price, that's good for the whole community.